Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be rating top 10 Disney shows. So these are some of my shows that I would put in the top 10 category. This is just based off my experience of watching these shows and growing up on them. So that's all. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so these are the shows that we're going to be rating. Some of you guys might know the shows, some of you guys might not, and that's okay. If you do know the shows, please let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong about the ratings or if you think I'm right about the ratings. I would love to hear you guys' input. Okay, but anyways, the first show I have to talk about is Jessie. And I've always loved Jessie because I love the inspiring actress kind of thing that went around, like Debbie Ryan, also known aka as Jessie, who it just like formed around and everything. I loved how she moved away from home and came to New York to pursue her dreams, and she made it. Another reason why I like the show is for Cameron Boyce. May he rest in peace, but he is one of the reasons why I started loving the show in the first place. I just loved like the goofiness and everything that like went around him and everything, and how he was just like always so cheery, so great. I loved everything that went around with that. My second choice would have to be Sofia the First. Don't judge me. I know some of you guys watch Sofia the First. If you don't, what are you doing? Anyways, Sofia the First, I grew up with the show and I loved it. I loved how it was just like such a Hotwell lesson, showing how you don't have to like grow up with certain things to become what you want to be. Like Sofia, for instance, she literally became a princess in like less than like what? I would say like a month. She was living with her mom in the village, and they weren't like rich, but I loved how she didn't let like the money change her and shape her like a different way. She still stayed the same person that she was, which is great. I love that for her, which is perfect. And she grew up being really kind to people, which ended up causing her to become a role model for little kids. My third choice would have to be Lab Rats. I like Lab Rats. It was a good show. I liked how there was like the crazy wacko scientist who ended up creating bionic superhumans. Those are really great. He ended up marrying Tasha, and like the first episode was like really funny. Leo had mentioned how like she found him on a dating site. So yeah, I like that. Like that's just like really funny to me because that's the first thing he brought up. Like, I told you to stay off them dating websites. Mom didn't listen, which was good that she didn't listen, because she ended up loving Donald, and Leo did too. And number 4 I would have to say is Phineas and Ferb. And I do love the show, and I love how like they're like super smart genius kids who always built like these different attractions, but they never went back to school. They were every kid's dream, never going back to school. I don't think they did. I didn't watch them for that long. I used to watch them, but I didn't like watch like full out all the way like to the end. Only part I remember seeing is when Phineas and Isabella finally got together after like the longest time, which was like I'm just glad that they got together, but it took them a while, which is okay, I guess. And they ended up kissing and went to college together, which is like great for them. Relationships, goals right there. We love a happy relationship, a healthy one too.
Facts.
I love the happy and well-developed relationships. All right, number 5 would have to be Mighty Med, and it was a mid show for me. I liked it. It was okay, I would say, but I didn't really like grasp the concept of it because the Arcturian, how like Oliver's mom was like the bad guy, see it coming, which is probably what was supposed to like be like perspective of, like you weren't supposed to see it coming, but it just didn't make any sense to me. So that kind of like threw off most of the plot for me. But then when they mixed with Lab Rats with the Mighty Men, it was like a good crossover. Number 6 will have to be Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I really liked this show. It was good, and I do rate it number 6, which is like probably like not like the best rating, since I quote unquote say I like this show, I love it, it's great. But I did not like the ending. I didn't. They did get together in the ending, which was great, but they just left us on like a cliffhanger. There was like no reconvention, nothing coming up next. It was just done, over, zilch. They just get together and you don't see what else happens. You don't like see like 10 years in the future they have like a baby living in a big house and all that and everything. You don't see that, which is like the same thing that happened with Gravity Falls, which we'll get into later, but that's okay. And then so for number 7, I would have to say Kicking It. It was pretty good. I liked it. One of the reasons why I guess I would give it number 7, I'm like not really like into like karate and stuff. I never took an interest in it. It's never interested me. Awesome sport. It just never interests me. Like I just don't. Which is like it's a good way to defend yourself. I mean,
okay.
It's a good way to defend yourself. It's a good way to defend yourself. That's all I have to say about it. But I only gave it a number 7 instead of like an 8 or a 9 is because of the love that went on in the Kicking It story. And if you know me, you know that I love.
Nice.
Let me start. I love. It's just so like emotionally involved. It's so vulnerable. I love. I'll always and forever love. It's just like a good like aspect of life. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but when it does, it like it hits hard. And
wait a damn minute.
it hits good, which is like great. It's like all the people that in relationships, I hope y'all last. I really do, because as y'all should.
Facts.
Anyways, on to number 8, which would have to be Girl Meets World. I'm sorry, but I did not like Girl Meets World. I didn't. There was just Riley, and then there was Riley's sister, Maya, I think that was his name. And then Riley ended up liking Lucas, but then Maya ended up liking Lucas, which was like really confusing because like, whoa, you just stole your best friend's crush or quote unquote boyfriend. I don't know what they were. I never watched the whole show. But like you just stole like your best friend's crush, boyfriend / whatever, and you just took it for yourself. Backstabbing much? What? Crazy. Like a little bullying episode, which was like really sad because Riley got bullied and she totally didn't deserve that. She was just like a fun, quirky character, which was like pretty a-okay. And I liked her character. Her character was like pretty good, but I just never watched the show that much to like it like that. And number 9 would have to be Raven's Home. I didn't really like Raven's Home. The only thing that I liked about Raven's Home was like that clip where like she talked to her children on the bed. I think their names were like Nia and Booker.
It's special guest host M to the O to the M to the O to the M to the O to the M to the O to the.
I love that was like my favorite part of it. It's a 9. And last but not least, number 10. Remember how I said we would get back to Gravity Falls? We're back to Gravity Falls. I did not like this show. I didn't like it. I didn't like the Wendy and Dipper situation. Like, man, come on. It was never gonna happen. Like, I know like a lot of people have crush on like older people, but like if you could see that like she had no interest in you and she already had like a boyfriend, it wasn't gonna happen. And then Dipper ended up almost leaving Mabel, which caused her to like put herself like in a bubble and almost destroy the world and unleash a powerful demon into the world, which wasn't her fault, but she got tricked by Bill and almost caused a lot of destruction. But one part I don't like about shows or movies is like when they leave you on a cliffhanger. I hate that. I hate them. I can't with cliffhangers because you got me sitting on like the edge of my seat like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, what's gonna happen, and it's like to be continued. Unsubscribe, unwatch, unclick, wipe from my mind. Don't want to see it no more ever again because I just can't. I can't even. I don't like it. And then like, cause like in the end, Wendy handed them a paper talking about see you guys soon. Like they were coming down to where they used to live. I forgot. I think they used to live in California. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure this is what the note said. That's pretty sure what I think it said. I can't remember really, like off the top of my head, but I just put the picture right there so that way you guys can see it. But I don't know. But I don't like cliffhangers, and me not liking cliffhangers, I'm not gonna like the show because if it ends like on a big one, and I know the show got canceled, but not it for me. But Anyway, thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed the rate the Disney shows. I hope you guys liked it, and please let me know if you think my ratings were like good or like bad. If you think like you have like a better way to rate it, because if you do, I would love to hear them. But thank you guys for watching my channel, well, watching this video, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click that like button and turn on the notification bell so that way you guys can be updated every time I post. I'm gonna try and post more frequently. I really am, because if you guys know, it's my senior year.
No! God, please, no! No!
Come back to watch more. Bye, guys.
Get that.